the lecturers back to the classroom on empty stomach.
History has a way of repeating itself. Every time the government finds itself in this situation, it always tries to use the industrial court. But I can't recall a single occasion when Labour obeyed the court. Maybe some people will remember, but I know that during the Obasanjo years, when he increased the price of PMS just marginally, NLC went to court under the leadership of Oshomole.
I remember.
They ran the industrial court. NLC refused to obey the directive of the industrial court to go back. It also happened under this Ayuba-led NLC when they went on, when NLC went on strike, some years back. They also refused to obey the industrial court. So, from the courtroom, if ASU would obey that court order, people will have seen the signs. But what you are hearing is even Nance telling ASU not to obey the court order. Nance, they are saying that, look, government has not yielded to the demands. And I can see the way Nance is thinking. They are thinking that, look, these demands, as long as they are met, there will be strikes in future. It's just commonsensical that those young guys
just end it once and for all.
Yes. Why don't you trash out this issue once and for all? So Nance is not impressed. Nance is saying that ASU should not go back to work because they know that if they are forced to go back to work at this time, it will only precipitate another strike in future. Who knows? It could even be longer than this. So let the outstanding issues be addressed for the sake of children of the poor. Because children of the poor are the people who can afford the public universities.
35 naira, 17 naira.
Children of the poor cannot go to Babcock except that person is on scholarship.
Oh, UK.
They can't go to Covenant.
Covenant, no.
Where are they going to find the kind of money that they pay there? Or Afe Babalola.
Ah, that's
yes. Redeemer is even less expensive than these ones that I'm talking about. Afe Babalola, you want to read medicine or law? Go and ask how much they pay. Can the children of the poor go to those universities? The point that we are making is there was a time when it was fashionable for you to even go to the public universities in our country. And those public universities were in position to compete on the international.
No, till now they have all the professors, the doctors, the research institutes and everything.
Standards are falling. I'm not talking of now. Now, even when you see the infrastructure, did you not see the video of UNN that some people posted? Was that the way it was in the past?
To teach them?
No, so who would even want to go? A lot of things are falling in our country. You talk about UCH in the past.
That the king
from
of
Saudi Arabia, they send their wives for treatment here, Medicare. Are you telling me that is still happening when most of the best have already left? So this is the situation that we find ourselves. End this strike. You know what to do to end the strike.
Adekunle Yusuf, however you feel about it, this is a court judgment. It might not go in the favor of your sentiments, but this is the rule of law. Don't you think ASU is, binded by this?
I don't know. I disagree with the
Don't
court.
shift the goalpost, though.
No, I'm not shifting. I'm not shifting. You see, ASU president, the chairman, was with the Speaker of the House of Representatives yesterday. And it's like they knew what will happen. He spoke extensively about today that from the scenario, from the feelers, the court, will do this. And if that happens, that it's not going to work. That he already, if you listen to him yesterday, he was talking about it, that it will make no sense for the court to force ASU to go back. He said it will amount to a court forcing a doctor to return to the clinic to go and treat a patient. That it doesn't work that way.
That can be injurious.
Yes. Because his mind
out of beef.
His mind is troubled. His mind is confused. He's not happy. So what has the government done so far? 6 months. Government has displayed the highest form of insensitivity. What has the government done? Go back to work. What have you done? Except things on paper. And the government of Nigeria is notorious for always reneging on promises. If the government has been following, I'm not talking about this government alone, all the previous ones. So when you have an agreement, you sign. It is almost 100% sure that the government will come back and they will be renegotiating an agreement they duly signed. So it makes the Nigerian government look somehow unreliable, untrustworthy, and irresponsible, if I want to use the word.
Jide, I think we should send a kind of emissary to somebody that is very close to Baba, that Baba can listen to, that this work no pay something, that Baba should please back down a little bit. No work, no pay principle, so that we can have the first truth. Because the way it is now, that has gone a long way in setting, like a setback
It
to
was
negotiation.
actually what triggered the indefinite strike. They were renewing. They were constantly renewing.
Yes.
But the moment the president's decision was conveyed to them, they then said, okay, indefinite from now on. It's troubling for me as a product of a public university that we can have a situation in which we think that there is no big deal in people not going to work, to school for 7 months since Valentine's Day. ASU has been on strike. I mean, I just don't understand. I don't know how to explain it. And it's something that puts me to shame, honestly. Because there are some arguments you get into, and then people start talking to you the way the lorry man will talk to you. Like, no. You understand the point that I'm making. I don't want to go into why they say, no. You see, I don't understand.
See yourself.
7 months. Look, only about 5% of students go to private universities, so it's just a fraction.
Can you imagine?
The bulk from the survey conducted,
yes.
The bulk of our people are still those public universities.
Okay,
that we go to.
Let's ask Dr. The chairman of ASU Unilag. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Ashiru.
You're even smiling.
It's so late.
It's my pleasure to be here.
You can still spare
In Africa.
You can still spare a smile.
Labor correspondents, they are wasting the struggle for Nigeria. All right, give us.
What's going to happen?
Are you back in
Are you
class?
back at your desk?
I
can see that looks like your office.
Science department.
I am in my office.
Social science.
Back at work.
Talking to you, yes, from the Faculty of Social Sciences at the University of Lagos. And it's quite comical and laughable, actually, what is going on. The kind of esteem we give to the best brains in our country is so unfortunate and shameful that at Nigeria's level of development, we can go this low and treat those we consider, as the intellectual arm of the society in the manner in which the Nigerian state is treating university teachers. But it's understandable, because if you don't have a type, it is very difficult to appreciate that species, and nobody can give what it doesn't have. So if you suffer some deprivation in terms of intellectual capacity, when you are to act in the interest of that constituency, we should expect this kind of situation. So it's unfortunate.
How have you been surviving since February?
You are looking great.
Well, how do you get by?
How are you getting to feed yourself?
It's been extremely tough. So days you go without meals, but we will not die. We understand that this is a sacrifice that we must make for the survival of the Nigerian university system. It's not been easy. Our colleagues who are on, life-saving drugs and all that have to be supported by friends, colleagues, families, savings, etc. But we are confident that, like we survived, several oppressive and tyrannical regimes in the past, this one will not be an exception.
What next for ASU? You are fast losing sympathy. There are some parents that are feeling that they feel that it should shift ground, that ASU should be able to shift ground and the federal government should be able to shift ground. So what next for ASU?
ASU has been the one shifting ground. The government has not left where they are. We have been the one at the receiving end. We've been shifting, except you want to shift us to nowhere anymore. Look, this renegotiation we are talking about started in 2017 under Wale Babalaki. He did all that he could, messed it up. For 2 years, we were where we are. We were at the receiving end. Government itself set up the Muzali Jubril Committee, which concluded renegotiation in May 2021. Only for government to sign, they reneged. We are the ones who are at the receiving end. We waited 1 year, lobbied, cajoled, went to National Assembly, NARIEC, went etc. And that this is what government is offering, and our union accepted. And only for government again to begin a regime of lie telling, melting together tissues of lies and feeding Nigerians with pure lies. And we're happy that for the first time, the Nimbe Briggs Committee came to the open to say, look, what government is saying is not right. So if parents are not listening to these narratives, they are at liberty to believe the lies that they are being told by government. But I tell you today on my honor that should our union abandon this,
I think we're having
I think it's network.
challenges.
No, I know that ASU is one of the most difficult unions to compromise
No, yes.
because of the layers, the structures that.
I think it's back.
Now,
students,
Shiru,
parents should actually join us in this struggle, because if we, abandon the struggle at this point, 85% of those parents cannot send their children to public universities anymore if we allow government to go the way they want. So it's a struggle for the survival of the Nigerian public universities.
the question that caused us to call you in the first place. Yes, the industrial court has granted the
ordered you to go back to
prayer
work.
of the Minister of Labour for an interlocutory injunction, you know, getting you people to go back to work until the resolution of the matter before the court. What will ASU do next? Are we to expect that by tomorrow morning you guys will be back at work and
ASU will do. I am not ASU. ASU has its structures. ASU will consult with first its lawyers, and thankfully we have the best of lawyers we have. The most credible lawyers in Nigeria are the ones defending our union. So we are first going to consult our lawyers as to what next we are going to do. Secondly, we are also going to consult with the leadership of the union to consider whatever proposals are put forward, you know, by our legal team. It is only after that that ASU can come to the open to say that this is the position that we are taking. But you see, what is playing out is sheer desperation, you know, on the part of government. You signed an agreement with somebody. It took you 13 years to review the agreement. After going the whole org, sign the agreement, you refuse. You are keeping innocent students at home.
I think Dr. Dele Ashiru, the chairman of the Academic Staff Union of University from University of Lagos, I want to thank you. Thank you for your time. You know, we're exhausted and we just wait for days ahead and see if it wasn't categorical.
They don't take decisions in a hurry.
Yes, they're going to meet with their central body and they're going to. Do you know what I respect most about? If I still watch their meeting till tomorrow, I still see the likes of Dipo Fashino.
No,
in their meetings.
Even the former
all of them, including retirees.
Look at the former ASU chairman.
You see people like Olurode, all those ones. They see
former ASU president Fege, he still attends their meetings. So they have trustees. You understand? Trustees, experienced people who had seen it all. They still get involved in decision making and all that. That's what I'm saying. Look, if you bribe all the ASU ESCO members, how are you going to bribe? Because they must come, even a town hall where they will now decide. So what do you do about those guys?
It's very difficult.
All right, moving ahead now. More and more challenges continue to hit the aviation sector in Nigeria. Another hiccup in the way of domestic airlines is first depletion of aircraft following scarcity of foreign exchange to run checks and conduct comprehensive maintenance of their fleets overseas. As such, aircraft ferried overseas will be forced to remain in various maintenance facilities until airlines are able to source funds to pay for their repairs and subsequent return to Nigeria. Hence, any aircraft that is due for major check, such as the C check, which only carried out overseas at the moment, will be grounded. Adekunle Yusuf, this is quite explicit. The routine maintenance, we don't have this, the major one, the C check, and we have to. That industry is still facing a big crisis.
Yes, it is. But whatever crisis it is facing, these are some of the fallouts of is symptomatic of the deep crisis in the economy. When you look at forex scarcity, for example, you know what is happening to some of the international, carriers. Then now, if we reduce it to local airlines, like 3 have stopped operating now. Jana, Aero Contractor, then Asma has joined. And when you try to study the story behind Asma, you will see that it wasn't stopped by government. It's like it stopped itself.
But it cannot,
because what it practically did was that it waited till the expiration of its license. You know, you have to do renewal. And normally, you know the normal
Assessing it.
processes, and they didn't do it.
It's not what
so,
it's-
which must have shown that there is a lot of problems, the company is battling with. And now the government is now saying, oh, you are owing us over £1 billion collected on behalf of the government of Nigeria. They call it passenger service charge.
For that airline.
Yes, when when you buy tickets, when you look at it, it is breaking into various categories.
Different.
There is a part that is called passenger service is charge. That one belongs to the government, not to the airline. But everything is collected together. And what is expected is that you will remit to the NCAA, which will distribute among other sister agencies, and finally to the government. So that money, ASMA is unable to pay it. So when you look at that money, then look at some other problems. So generally, the industry is gasping for its breath as we speak. So you see every day, somebody said between now and Maduguri, Zebron now, that you need close to £500,000
For what?
for ticket. So because you look at aviation fuel, it's almost
I'm not going to London.
almost £1,000 So when you look at so many problems, the industry is gradually dying, and it's like we are able to, make
Chide,
it.
you're a regular traveler, and this automatically will affect even passengers. How can governments intervene and solve this problem in this, at least short-term business?
That was what I was talking about yesterday, that some of these meetings that the National Assembly will call these people, at the end of the day, you just feel that these are meaningless meetings, because what do we eventually gain from those meetings? I was talking about the meeting that the Deputy Speaker of the House of Reps called with NNPC officials in attendance, with airline operators of Nigeria in attendance, led by their Deputy President, the owner of Airpeace, Allen Oyema. But they asked to be given license to import aviation fuel by themselves, because they were convinced that they were being exploited by NNPC officials in terms of the price of the product. But nobody gave them that license. Today, what used to be sold at around 225 naira per litre is now about 950.
Yeah, so almost 1,000.
So how do they survive? If fuel now accounts for almost 80% of the total operational cost of airlines, total cost of operation of an airline, how are they going to survive?
Make money.
They are still going to, we are not talking about spares, we are not talking about salaries of ground staff, salaries of pilots,
Maintenance checks.
you know. So this is, look at Airpeace, for example. Airpeace suddenly stopped its Johannesburg route. Part of the reason for that was this paucity of Forex. This paucity of Forex, if we don't find a way to address it, is going to crash the economy. Yesterday, the dollar was exchanged in the parallel market for 707 to a dollar. If you were told a few years back that it could get this bad, you say, no, this person is a doomsday prophet. He doesn't say anything good about his country. But here we are. This is the situation that we found ourselves. It's just terrible. And we are watching, we are not doing anything to save these airlines. I've said before that when the Americans were confronted by 9/11, what did they do? They even gave them bailouts because people were afraid to fly. And as a result of that, the airlines were not making money. Government came out with bailout to save the industry from collapse.
Yes.
Has it not reached that point that we have to help these people? 3 airlines now grounded. And now, if you are due for C-check, you can't raise the dollars to go and do C-check in France and other places. You simply grant, they will grant the airline, that airplane especially. So if you have 4, they decide to ground 1, you are left with 3. That's why we're having this crisis that we have. You are told that your flight will take off at 10 o'clock. It could be
second day.
It could be the next day. You are told that, it's 7:30 p.m. It could be 1 a.m. It happened to me. From 7:30 in Kano, we had to wait until past 1 before we left.
All right. We quickly take this breather. When we come back, we'll talk more. It's still Journalist Hangout. We'll be right back after this time out.
This blessing be yours forever to keep a calm and peaceful sleep.
Removes mosquitoes so you can sleep a calm and peaceful sleep. Good night, Electric.
Good afternoon, sir. Please, I need a room to rent in your house.
Okay, where do you work?
I'm the nurse.
That means you won't owe me rent. Congratulations, young lady. You have yourself a house.
Well, thank you so much, sir. So, how much is the rent?
90,000 naira. Oh, but wait, where are you from?
I am from Akamata.
Akamata what? Akamata in my house? If you know how you got into my house, please get out right away. My spirit and that of Akamata people don't have anything to do together.
Sir, what have I done?
Your people from Akamata are known for bad things. That is what they represent, and you can't live in my house. Just get out right away.
What's going on?
Leave my house, young lady. Yes, our differences extend to our languages, culture, food, and even belief. But we are bound together by the cord of love. With one heart, with one voice, we will make Nigeria a hub of greatness, a place where the people live as one.
This message is brought to you from the Center for Democracy and Development, CDD, with support from the UK government.
Hello, it's nice to see you again. It's a good day at First Fountain Court. You know we love sharing our progress with you and taking you every step of the way. The last time we were here, electricals, POPs were ongoing, and today a whole new level has been unlocked, and we are very excited because we are currently painting our homes, tiling our homes, and if you look right there is the utility home. Fresh water, clean water, and at the top of this is a gym house. We are really excited, and if you haven't subscribed to First Fountain Home, now is the time. Call the numbers on your screen or visit our website.
Thank you for staying with us. If you're just joining us, this is Journalist Hangout, and we're reaching you from TVC News in our headquarters in Lagos, Nigeria. And I still have Babajide Kolade Otitoju and Adekunle Yusuf with me, Koleshe, in the house. It's that season that most states in Nigeria dread: rain-induced flooding. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, says flash floods have ravaged 33 out of 36 states and the FCT in the past 8 months. After 372 persons have been killed, states mostly affected include Adamawa, Jigawa, Taraba, Kano, Plateau, Bauchi, Niger, Anambra, and Ebonyi states. Today, we had our own fair share in Lagos. And while you were not in Lagos, in the last 2-3 weeks, we've had something like that, and it has been very difficult. The drainages, and anytime it rains in Lagos, the attendant flooding all over.
But it doesn't kill people here as such. Be those one or two places. But when it happens in the north, maybe because of the texture of the soil, the ground doesn't retain water
At all.
as fast as it does here. Look, we can have driving rain in Lagos. After a while, the whole water will have gone down.
20-30 minutes.
That's the beauty of it here. You see flooding after a while, it's gone. But it's not like that in the north, and that's why it sweeps people away. It submerges houses. The other time it happened, the serious flooding happened in Katsina. It swept away people. Corpses of people were picked up in Niger Republic. It's that bad. So, and you see it, even the current, the way the water will So
no chance.
Lagos, if it rains like that here with the population of Lagos, in fact, the fatality will be huge. The rate of fatality will be huge. But we can't also say that we didn't see this coming. Because the agencies that have the responsibility of sounding these alarm bells already told us that, look, not less than 22 to 23 Nigerian states will suffer severe flooding. Now, what do we do? Year in, year out, we expect that, okay, with climate change, worsening things, what do we do to protect our people? If you know that a disaster is likely to happen, if it had been forewarned, why should people be dying in their dozens in Jigawa, for example? Why should people be dying like that in Kebbi? The other day when we had serious flooding in Kebbi, rice farms washed away, people killed in dozens. So we have to be ready for this emergency because we know they will happen. We know they will happen. But do we learn from such experiences? I do not see any sign that we actually learn from them.
Well, it's a very, very sad thing because imagine in Nigeria people dying as a result of fall and we don't have a system that can take care of this kind of emergencies. The best is not to happen, but when it happens, our system is just terrible. I feel sad for people, many people losing their homes, people losing their lives, losing their livelihoods and all that. And when you look at many parts of the north now, that's what is happening, from Plateau to Yobe to not just Jigawa to. So, and it's not new, it's been happening since August. So, and as the rain persists, it continues, unfortunately. All of us will look helpless. Don't even know what to do now. In Lagos, when it happens, I think maybe Ajidi said maybe because of the texture of the soil, it wrecks about, there's no doubt, but it doesn't get to killing people, 100 people, 200 people. That's massive. If you go to Ikorodu, Ajegunle side, you see people swimming on canoe everywhere. Terrible life. You get my point? What's this community after my 12? Their own is every year. Agility. God bless you, agility. If you want to see life, go there. If people, they don't go out throughout the time, like half a year. Half of the year, they will not go out. If they want to go out, you have to rely on canoe. Their own house, everything, houses submerged, everything.
Like this place.
Unless you
witness.
Okay.
They are waiting for the governor to finish the bridge because the people have resorted to using canoe again. And then women who cannot cross, you will see a fully grown and endowed woman, and is an individual that will back her and be taking her like a baby across the world. And then you still pay.
And
meanwhile, the individual has stopped current, but you will still pay.
And that's why you're talking about endowment.
That's the thing. Do you not see it? Are you going to say you don't? Are you even punch our public on those things? You know, oddities. These are oddities. They shouldn't be happening. They shouldn't be happening. The bridge, they are building the bridge and it's taking eternity to finish that bridge. With that bridge, what usually happens every year in that Ishashi, Dero Ishashi area, at least will end. Every year we know that's going to happen. When they open the Onyon Dam, or is it Onyon? I don't know how it's pronounced.
Yeah, it's Onyon Dam.
Onyon Dam. When they open it, the communities in that area will be flooded.
Even all this beggar.
So people now, yes, that's the area I'm talking about. You know, when you leave that police station, you know, you are going down.
Okay.
Now, is the place flooded now? Except the ones who want to back you the way they back those women. There is no way you can go there by yourself. Your car will be submerged. And if you cannot swim, you will drown.
And just imagine a situation whereby maybe you're in your room, you have this kind of situation. You'll be forced to evacuate that room.
I challenge you to
I
go
said,
to
you know, the worst room. I was
Ajigule
reading 400 houses
Ikorodu.
destroyed.
Everybody, the house is submerged in water. Then Kano will be moving around.
Lagos State built a place for them. Lagos State built a rehabilitation.
Camp for them.
Yes, for those people. But are people still worsening these things by building on floodplains?
Yes, emergency landlords.
You cannot be building on floodplains because you are waiting for, you are creating problems for yourself. You know, our city, a lot of our cities are not well planned, not to talk of the villages, no planning at all.
I have Abayami from Anambra State. Thank you for joining us, Abayami.
Good evening, sir.
All right, go ahead, please.
Okay. My contribution to this program is Mr. Babajide mentioned a particular area, Ojojo Abiodun, Gen researches. So now that area, I grew up in that area actually. That's Ojojo Abiodun area. There's a river there. That river, that small river. In fact, last time I went there, they have built houses on that area. I don't know how they came about. I mean, how they drove that river away. And there's another one at Denro River. Then, as far back as 1989, 1991, we used to go and swim at that river Denro. But now, that Denro River is nowhere to be found again. They have built houses. So there's no how that flooding, issue in that area can be, they can overcome that flooding issue there. Because all those areas where flowing river in Denro. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Abayami. Thank you for that insight. Calling all the way from Anambra.
Around the abattoir in Ishashi. That whole area, every year, you see houses flooded. People will still prefer to live in.
And if you go and look at the master plan, you see that there are non-residential areas in that place. It's not meant to be, you know.
No, that's what he's saying, that there used to be rivers there where they were swimming, but the river has been overtaken by houses now.
It all boils down to the authorities because why do we have government?
Okay,
you have to enforce laws now.
Yeah. We'll quickly go on this break. When we come back, we'll talk more.
The federal government, through the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, announces the availability of COVID-19 and childhood vaccines nationwide. With the disturbing increase in reported cases of COVID-19 infections across Nigeria, protect yourself and loved ones from the harmful virus by getting vaccinated. Visit the nearest public or private health facility and mass vaccination sites today to receive the first, second, or booster doses of COVID-19 vaccines. COVID-19 vaccines are given to persons 18 years and above, including pregnant women and breastfeeding mothers, while childhood vaccines are given to children from birth to 5 years for protection against polio, hepatitis, yellow fever, measles, meningitis, and other vaccines-preventable diseases. All vaccines are free, safe, and effective. For inquiries, visit www.nphcda.gov.ng or call 0700-220-1122.
This message is from NPHCDA in partnership with the Center for Democracy and Development, CDD, with support from MacArthur Foundation.
Hello, it's nice to see you again. It's a good day at First Fountain Court. You know we love sharing our progress with you and taking you every step of the way. The last time we were here, electricals, POPs were ongoing, and today a whole new level has been unlocked, and we are very excited because we are currently painting our homes, tidying our homes, and if you look right there is the utility home, fresh water, clean water, and at the top of this is a gym house. We are really excited, and if you haven't subscribed to First Fountain Home, now is the time. Call the numbers on your screen or visit our website.
Good afternoon, Oga. Now you be the landlord?
Yes, Nami.
Oga landlord, me go need one room for this your house, so.
Okay, sure you get work where you do.
Yes, I be nurse.
You know go they owe me be that now.
Now how much be your rent, safe?
Not just 90,000 naira. Wait, this guy, where you come from, Seth?
Oga, I come from Akamata.
Akamata? No talk am again. My spirit and Akamata people no they ever join.
Oga, wetin happen now?
Come over my compound. Na so baba thing na people sabi do for that Akamata. Come over here.
Haba, Papa, wetin this innocent girl do you now? Now people like you, they spoil Nigeria, Papa.
I think you don't see them now. My people, they talk, say jollof rice, we dey for bottom pot today, go dey top of cooler tomorrow. As I take need you now, so you self need me. Because now one mama we get, we be Nigeria. Make we love ourselves, because now only together we go fit make our country better for us and our children them. One heart plus one love equals better Nigeria. Now the Center for Democracy and Development, CDD, with support from the UK government, they bring in this message.
Welcome back. The crisis rocking the main opposition, People's Democratic Party, PDP, deepened more this Wednesday as Governor Nyesom Wike's team pulled out of the campaign council of the party's presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar. This came after a meeting by the group in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. The group vowed not to play any role in Atiku's campaign ahead of the 2023 elections and insisted that the PDP national chairman, Senator Iyorchia Ayu, must resign for them to change their decision. The die is finally cast. Let's hear from members of the group.
We hope that the powers that be will listen to the voice of reason and do the needful.
For the national chairman, Senator Iyorchia Ayu, to go and embrace Tambuwal, calling him the hero of the convention, which means there was a private arrangement that was done with Tambuwal to shortchange other contestants, including Governor Wike. And here was a referee who now helped one of the sides to score a goal and then blew the whistle that a goal has been scored. This is not what we formed the PDP to do for Nigeria.
The PDP ruled Nigeria before for 16 years of excellence. We are desirous that such kind of excellent governance comes back to this country. But that cannot be achieved unless we have a proper structure of the party as designed by the founding fathers. If we want to restructure Nigeria, we should have the courage to restructure our party.
Today is just 8 days to the kickoff officially that the umpire will blow the whistle for the kickoff for the campaigns. And what we expect now is setting up of campaign structure, campaign council, presidential campaign structure, consolidation, so that this is a major setback for the People's Democratic Party.
It is.
Because Seyi Makinde has been named as the Southwest coordinator for the campaign, and some other guys within the Wike folds. So the center cannot hold again.
The truth is, the national chairman of the PDP made a grave mistake when he went to see Tambua, and in front of a battery of cameras, you call Tambua the hero of the convention because he stepped down.
And you're meant to be like...
you are not supposed to, even if in your heart, that was the person you wanted to win.
Yes.
You people go back a long time from the Yaradua. We know you can trace history, but you have to hide it. And you are dealing with a person that even ordinarily he enjoys trouble.
No, and it's popular.
His
popularity.
You now played into his hand.
Yes.
First, they quarrel with the fact that you allowed Tambua to address the delegates a second time against the guidelines.
He came the first time to campaign for himself.
That was the day he should have. That was the moment he should have stepped down.
Said, look, in the interests.
Now you allowed him. They are bitter about that one because it was that second chance that afforded him the opportunity to say, I'm stepping down from Atiku. That happened. They visited Wike. Atiku led others to visit Wike.
The next day.
At that point, maybe they would have succeeded in getting him to work for the group. But that video that went viral where he was, the hero of the... He now made it clear to Wike
that this is a
and his team that,
sort of,
this chairman never wanted me to win. And don't forget, Wike played a part in the enthronement of that same chairman.
Yep.
There is no way he will not feel bad that a man that I joined others in enthroning him, so he actually wanted me to lose. He couldn't hide it. He should have done his best to hide it. He was saying the other day to Wabara that they should do their best to plead with Wike to stop fighting the group. But it looks like it is late already. But from what I'm seeing, they are piling the pressure. The PDP constitution is clear. If he resigns or is forced out, the deputy chairman will take his place. My suspicion is that Ayu is the target.
At all costs.
Yes, Ayu is the target. Wike is a lawyer. He would be familiar with that portion of the constitution that says that it will be succeeded by the... it will be replaced by the deputy chairman not. So it's possible that once they get Ayu out of the way, they will not mind if a new person, even if it's from the north, take over. Because calling a national convention with about 5 months to the election, because it's only the national convention that can transfer power from north to south in the party, based on the constitution now. Now, it's possible that if Ayu steps down, they may stop fighting, because it's Ayu that they feel cost Wike the national, the ticket, and they still believe that Ayu was not objective.
The candidates of the party replied Seyi Makinde when he was on tour to Oyo State that, I don't have any problem with your call for resignation of, so far it is done legally and within PDP constitution. Now, do you think we have? And it was days after a vote of confidence was passed on the chairman. So the more they try to, losing the knock, the more some people are tightening the knocks. So what we are looking at here is like a crisis that is not needed, but it may just be a kind of intractable crisis.
Yes, I've said this again before, and I'm going to say it again. I don't know how to put it in English. You can only wake up somebody who is asleep, not somebody who is pretending to be sleeping. You get my point? This PDP crisis, you think about it deeply, is beyond what they are saying. Of course, we don't have all the facts. But the wicked people are the ones who enthroned Ayu. They are unhappy that the man has changed camp. They thought the man is for them.
How will it be for them?
That's
some of us.
It's not even supposed to be for anybody.
I'm telling you.
But it's not, that's the idea.
It's not supposed to be for anybody.
As at the time of that convention.
But politicians don't think that way. The ideal is not meant, but those, you know, when it comes to intrigues, you want to have your way because of your interest, be the ones or your group, you know.
Like the APC now. We can't even say the chairman was for the candidate before the election because he didn't show any sign that he supported, that he's going to support the candidate. We don't even have evidence that he supported him.
No, but we know that the governor
supported somebody.
He supported somebody.
He
and it was clear. He announced somebody.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I made it clear. But because Ashwaju, you know, was just, you know, mature, you know, handling of the whole thing. If it were other parties, then the crisis would have.
They probably would have chased him away.
By now.
That would have been the first work of the candidates.
Yes.
To make sure that governance and...
So this one, when you look at it, given the way the wicked team are going about it, there must be things that they want. It's beyond all this, how you know. Initially they are saying it's a not, it's not only not, it's a... If you say, okay, how you go, the not is still there. In democracy, you do give and take. You contested, you lost. If you don't want the candidate or your party to succeed, go ahead. Nigerians have other options. It's not only PDP. There's APC, there's PDP.
That's the beauty of
Let's call it.
Nigerians, they have other options.
The mistake made by Ayu, should that be the one to rock the boat? Democracy is about give and take. You go for a primary, you lose.
But you see, the nature of some politicians is that if he sees clearly that you are against him, he will do his best to get you out of the way. I know you and I, after this meeting, will recall someone not far away who has also done that in the past. That's the nature of the politician. The politician here, his own is zero-sum game.
Interesting.
If he will try to crush you if he knows that you don't like him. So this is the thing.
Well, I wish that good luck to the wicked, good luck to Atiku, good luck to anybody. But at the end of the day, even if the PDP decides to destroy it itself, there are other options.
Thank you.
PAPC,
I think Atiku has told them that he can't force you to resign.
No, he can't. It says constitutionally must be done within the decision of the party.
Ayu has the prerogative to resign or not to resign. But the pressure is on the candidate now, as if he can just tell him you have to.
He doesn't. The candidate doesn't.
Thank you for your contribution, and that's our offering today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. You can watch the repeat broadcast tonight at 11 p.m. Don't forget to join us this Sunday for Journalist Hangout Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I'm Ayodele Ozubakun. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV. ShopX TV is excited to have reached 40,000 customers, and to celebrate this milestone, we are offering our customers 40% off on select products. Look, our Nutri-Bullet 600 watts nutrient extractor with cyclionic action normally retails for 64,950 naira. But place your order now and get it for just 38,970 naira. And the 900 watts Nutri-Bullet has also been slashed from 74,950 naira to 44,970 naira. Amazing! It's not too late to switch to a healthier lifestyle by purchasing our best-selling Power XL air fryer. The Power XL air fryer normally retails for 79,950 naira. But for this limited time offer, you get it for just 47,970 naira. Incredible!
The future is here. It is the Power XL air fryer. You're kidding. Cooks all your fried foods with air. All? Yes, all.
But wait, why not transform your kitchen experience with our Triple Deal collection? This amazing collection includes 1 Power Air Fryer XL, 1 900-watt NutriBullet, and 1 Copper Chef Wonder Cooker. The Copper Chef Wonder Cooker comes with 1 deep roasting pan, 1 shallow roasting pan, 1 crisper tray, 1 tempered glass pan lid, 2 bonus deep fry baskets. You would normally pay up to 215,970 naira for the Triple Deal, but call the number on your screen now and get the entire collection for not 300,000 naira, not even 200,000 naira, but for just 129,540 naira. But wait, why not take your cooking to the next level with the all-in-one collection? This amazing collection includes must-have kitchen items, and they include 1 amazing Wonder Cooker, 1 Power Air Fryer XL, 1 900-watt NutriBullet, 2 extra-large Copper Chef pans, 2 standard Copper Chef pans, 1 square Copper Chef frying pan, 1 round Copper Chef frying pan, 6 tempered glass lids, 2 standard deep fry baskets, 2 extra-large deep fry baskets, 2 steamer racks, 1 copper crisper, 8 pieces non-stick utensil set, and 2 award-winning Eric Thesis recipe book. Amazing! You can get everything, yes, everything for not 400,000 naira, not even 300,000 naira. Call the number on your screen now and get the entire collection that normally retails for 399,000 naira for just 239,400 naira, saving you 159,600 naira. Incredible! And remember, if you order now, you get all your products delivered to you with no delivery charge. But hurry! This special promo is for a limited period only, so call now or visit our website to get your orders while stock